Today's video guys got this new raid here against Freezer. Well, I guess not quite well. It is a raid, but it's a special raid, right? I do want to mention straight off the bat, if you have actually unlocked this stage, which I'll go through that in a minute, make sure you grind this raid like pretty much when you're watching this video or straight after. Just because there's one thing I don't like about this, and as you can see, this raid has remaining health, so that means as soon as Freezer's defeated, that's it, he's gone, right? And the reason why that's such a big deal is if we go on the missions here real quick. As you can see, there's a fair bit of CC, so I think it's a total of 500, so you got 100 there, 200, 300, 400, 500, and then 100 LFZ power. So it is a pretty huge thing to grind out. Yeah, it's not quite 1000 CC, you know, that does sort of suck. There is, I think, 3 more raids coming with this, but obviously the Z power I think is a little bit more important. But I thought I'd get this video up as soon as possible because this is important to grind out, just because it looks like the rest of the bosses are going to have restricted health. Which, I don't know why Legends does that. To me, it's... Yeah, well, even not just that, like, they even time restricted this event here. So this one opens up... what's this? Defeat the raid boss. No, sorry, so... Pretty much, we have to defeat him first to go on the next stage. But I guess... It does make sense if you read the story, but... Yeah. I'll show the team here I've been using. I've only done a few so far, just quickly get a good team. So obviously bring Charlotte, he has the best thing. There is... an interesting part about Charlotte though here, which I will mention. Obviously he's got Ultra there. This could mean one or two things. It could just mean Ultras can help out in the battle bonus characters, or they could be hinting towards him getting an Ultra. Well, maybe not summonable, but maybe free to play. But before we go into that fully, like I said, that's the team I use there. If you don't know what I did, I basically just picked Charlotte, and then I didn't even pick these characters. I just went on ability bonus. There's my equipment there, nothing too crazy. So you go auto select there, you go ability bonus. You can do power bonus, but that doesn't really matter too much. To be honest, it's more the ability bonus you want. And that's pretty much what I did. So it's not really that much, you know, that hard to do sort of thing. Freezer goes down pretty quickly as well. I'm hoping, by the way, it does let me have a look on the events here. I'm hoping it actually shows me the news. Let me have a look at the news. Because to get this raid, you do have to unlock a certain part of the story. I cannot remember exactly what one it was, so I probably should have got that up before. But like I said, I just want to get the most important part out of the way, saying just make sure you do it. So as you can see, here's the full event details. Yeah, total of 1,500 CC, so I'm assuming there's, 3 raids, so 500 each one. So, and also 300 LFZ power, I'm assuming, through all of them. So it's pretty good rewards, actually, does it say here? No. We'll look at that in a minute. So, battle requirements, so just for now, if you are new to the game, all you have to get up to is Part 2, Book 8, Chapter 7, so we'll quickly have a look where that is. So, we're on the story here, we'll go all the way down here. Part 2 was at Book 8, Chapter 7. So, pretty much complete all of, like, Part 2 here. So, I don't think, yes, you don't have to do the hard difficulty, it's just the normal one. I mean, I do recommend grinding the hard one anyway if you've got nothing to do, because it is a lot of CC here. But you only have to do the normal one and you unlock the raid. So, it shouldn't take too long to do that. I don't think. You could probably speed through it. Like, you don't have to do all these missions here, for example, in the challenges here. You don't have to do that, you just have to complete it. So, if you just do it once, just rush the whole event, the whole story, you should be fine. But then, obviously, what I recommend to do is, let me have a quick look again. I think it was part 4 was the next one I think I saw. So yeah, clear part 4, and I'm assuming it's all part 4 and part 6. So what I would do, if you're in that situation, you haven't quite completed the story, what I would do first is, as soon as you unlock the raid, do the 30 times. That's all you need to do, is do the raid 30 times. It is a bit of a grind, but the rewards seem pretty decent. So yeah, knock that out the park first, and then what I would do straight away is start grinding story mode again to at least part 4. Just because this event here, we don't know if this will unlock a raid straight away or not. Actually, did it say? Let's have a quick look. I don't think it did say. I think you have to do that first, and they'll probably time go that for a few days. Because I'm assuming they're going to try and drag this out as long as possible, right? Yeah, so there you go, unlock date time. So the next raid from this one here will drop on the 27th, so a week from now. So it's definitely a bit of time. You know, so you do have a while to grind out to get that. And is that a week after? I think it's a week after again for Raid 3. So they do give you a fair bit of time to grind story mode, which is good. You know, like I said, you can probably smash this out fairly quickly. You know, like I said, you don't have to worry about completing all the challenges in the story. Just first clear reward, that's it sort of thing, right? So the other good, well, is it a good thing? I haven't even looked at this properly yet. So obviously when you grind the raid, you don't get raid medals, you get these things called shiny mystery pots and mystery pots. So in the shiny mystery pots, you get either a 50 multi Z power or 30, which isn't not too bad, I guess. I mean, it could be good if you get if you stack a few of them up, it could actually be pretty good. But obviously that's only normal Z power, so you're gonna use that for sparkings and that. So yeah, I guess it sucks a little bit, but hey, you get 300 L Z power all up. The mystery pot seems pretty average, 30, 10. Slot move is pretty good, 5 slot movers, I'll take that. So get in here. Pretty much already know this sort of stuff, complete event missions, rah. So nothing too interesting there, but I will say though, just by looking at the first story mode here, well not story mode, but this section here on the clip where I've already cleared it, the story was fairly interesting and it could be hinting towards Charlotte getting a transformation or something like that, but I'll wait a little bit longer, see what else is in the story before I fully jump the gun and say, oh my god, we're getting Super Saiyan 4 Charlotte or MUI Charlotte or something like that. I'll wait a bit before I do a video about that. But yeah, that's going to today's video, guys. If you need any help as well with team selection, that way you need help with Charlotte, with equipment, stuff like that. I mean, equipment doesn't really matter for raid, but if you need help, something like that, just leave a comment down below and I'll get to it as soon as I can. And yeah, because this video, you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.